And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So, we got some interesting setups here. On the side of MOGUS, aka KSC, though, let's change that back to what they are calling themselves, which is MOGUS. We have got a Bayard, a Jean Wei, a Vladivostok, and a Congress. Interesting. So you get the radar and the Hydra with the Congress, which is really nice. On the side of Quad, the D7 province, a Fiji, a Janway, and a Ruprecht. Ruprecht is always a fun one to see in these game modes, ladies and gentlemen, because of the fact that it has those secondaries. The D7 province is going to be really interesting. In 10-minute games, I don't know if the airstrike is enough to justify bringing it, though you do also get the heal and the speed boost, but I'm not sold on the D7 province yet. Congress is going to be intriguing because that Bayard is something I haven't seen a lot of, but it makes sense because you get the Hydro, the speed, and the reload booster plus 38,000 health. So we're going to watch and see who goes where. Hataki Yoshi still sitting, not moving yet. Are we going to have a restart here? Did his guns move? Yep, his guns move. So he is here. So Janway pushing straight up to C. Congress going to be cutting towards B. D7 province and Janway for quad also speed boosting. And so we're going to watch and see who ends up where. But we are ready to go, so as we watch this. Now, interesting enough to see Mogus taking everyone to C. Nobody going to A or B. This could end up very effective for them because of the fact that D7 is sending a lot to A, so if they can sweep across. But if they are held out of C briefly by the Jean Wei of floaties, and QADD can get the flank on A, it's going to make it very, very interesting to see how they make this work, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we cut down, we watch the multiple Castros on the full speed boost. He's got 77 seconds left. He'll get there pretty quickly. No spotting yet. The Janways are going to spot each other, but this is going to be a major advantage early on for the side of Mogus because they have the more spotting. A little bit of damage out there onto the Janway of Pikachu. Both of them go dark, no spotting. It's going to try to get the shells off. Doesn't hit them, and the Janway of floaties is going to cut out. Bayard shooting at him, so he's going to know that that's one of the cruisers right there. Not sure if he'll know if it's the Congress or the Bayard, just based on the shell numbers. But he's going to cut away, and you see that the Ruprecht is pushing forward, and the D7 provinces is decide to come out from behind the thing, and he's going to go straight into A. And so C is going to be taken by Pikachu really quickly. Hataki Hiyoshi pushing in to support there with the Hydro. And so this is really on who's able to give the reaction quickest. If D7 province get into A and get into B and take B, they'll put themselves in a strong spot. But with the 30,000 health pool differentiation, this will be a challenge. Ruprecht pushing up. You see the Vladivostok of more me BB going forward. And there's the cap about 3 minutes into game for the side of Mogus. Bayard has been spotted so that they know now that Quad knows that the Congress has to probably be behind that middle B island or way out on the flank. But the Fiji's in a really nice position here to just spam. Shots are going to go out. He'll be able to stay and use the spotting of the Jean Wei. Fiji is going to be radared, and shots are going to miss on the first one. Here come the Bayard shots. Bayard has not used his reload booster, interestingly enough. Jean Wei of floaty spot, taking no damage so far, and the Bayard down to 24,000. Jean Wei of Pikachu also down to just over 12,000. And shots are coming in on him. He's down to 11,000 change, but now here come the reload booster shots from Bayard, and that is just a spam of HE. But it's not hitting. Quad's Janway is doing a very good job of dodging up until that point. I just caster jinxed him. 8,700 health left on him. 10k and change left on the Janway of Pikachu. He's down to just over 10k with that little bit. But the Vladivostok down to just about 60% health right now. This is going to be really interesting to watch what happens here. Floaty's still sitting there in the smoke trying to stay dark, but that health lead I talked about is now down to just about 15,000, so they've halved it, and the Rupert's in a position with a Congress right in front of him to have some very interesting plays. D7 Province bringing out those airstrikes now. We'll have to watch to see if these do what they need to do to be considered useful. Here's the drop. Drop is in, and a couple hit, no fire. But the Congress is taking a lot of damage, and the Rupert's going to push up and say, hey, buddy, I have torps. Are you ready for my torps? Jeanwei of Pikachu also down to 4,000. Jeanwei of Pikachu down to 2,400. Quad is doing work here. And Floaties is going to take the fight and try to finish him. Fiji in a Flying Squid in perfect position. 900 health left. The Rupert of Arrow of Achilles down to 15,000. But Pikachu looks like he might be about to be first blood. 6,000 or 600 health, pardon me. 3,800 on the Jeanwei. Jeanwei puts the shots in. Pikachu goes down. The Torps are just going to miss the Congress. And the Rupert does not get the ram off on the Vladivostok. So it's a 1-for-1 trade, 20,000 health advantage, but a battleship advantage to the side of Mogus. Hitaki Yoshi now working on the Fiji. The Jeanwei of Floaties is going to be able to sit there and work. And the D7 Provinces is just going to try to keep the Vladivostok from being able to take the cap. Where this is going to hinge on is, can the Congress and the Vladivostok get through B and kill that D7 Province, or the Fiji? One of them has to die for this to be a win for them. Bayard is going to have some really good luck on the Fiji as he continues to move forward, because Congress is going to be in position to radar soon. Fiji's hitting that smoke, but there's the reload booster from Hitaki Hiyoshi. Fiji moves just a hair forward. He's hitting the heel as well, but he's not in a great position to be able to dodge all these shells coming out from the Bayard. Bayard continues to send in shells. Fiji spotted again, so now comes the spam out from the Congress. Not from the Bayard, because of the Congress radar. Bayard down to 19,000 health, but the Fiji has been forced out, and his heal finishes, and he's at 16,000. D7 Province still backing up, 24,000. Fiji now has Vladivostok on his broadside. He's down to 4,000. He doesn't have a DCP. He doesn't have a heal. He doesn't have smoke. He doesn't have hydro. This is a dead Fiji, ladies and gentlemen. Down to 1,700, and is that a second fire on him? That is, ladies and gentlemen, the Fiji will be gone. 2 ships to 1 lead for KSC. Fiji puts some last-second shells out on the Vladivostok, try to force him down. Congress just sitting there taking B and spamming the D7 Province. Multiple Castros looking to try to get the Vladivostok down, but he needs to get a lot of damage on that Vladivostok real quick. Oh, and that's a beautifully undamaged looking nose for the D7 Province to just spam with HE. Heal popped from the Vladivostok. D7 Province turning, but he's sitting very awkwardly broadside. He's got a Congress coming in. Congress puts him down to 3k. And here comes shots from the Vladivostok any second. Province healing, but he's also got that Congress sitting on his broadside. The cap of B has been taken. Here come shells. Who's going to get the shells out first, and is it going to kill? Here come the shells from the Congress. Oh, Vladivostok gets them out. There goes the D7 Province. 3 ship to 1 lead, and the only ship remaining for Quad is the Jeanwei, ladies and gentlemen. And the Congress can see him and turn the guns. Bayard opening up. 2,000 health left on the Jeanwei. Jeanwei doesn't have a smoke, and he knows it's over. 100 or just 81 health left on the Jeanwei, and he goes down, ladies and gentlemen, and Mogus will take a 1-0 lead in this winter bracket game.